Back in high school, people would pull pranks all the time, from putting rubbish in people's bags to placing whoopee cushions on chairs. But they were all just kind of lame. I had never seen one that actually had a crazy reaction from a ton of people, which led me to buying this. You've probably seen it on YouTube or TikTok where someone sprays it in a lift and everybody there freaks out because of the smell. After I saw these videos, I just knew I had to try it at my school, and in this video, I'm going to show you the craziest times I used it all the way to when I got suspended. The first place I chose was my science classroom because no one really paid attention in that class, and sometimes the teacher would just leave the room, meaning that would be the perfect time to use it. So as soon as she got up, I prepared the spray to see how bad it actually was. The smell was so bad, this guy moved like 4 seconds after I sprayed it, and that's when I realized I could get a way bigger reaction from people if I did it right. If I sprayed it in another classroom, whoever I used it on could just walk away, but this time I tried it somewhere where you couldn't escape, which was in a toilet cubicle. My plan was to spray it on top of someone loads of times whilst they were on the toilet, and that way, even if they did want to try to catch me, they'd either have to run out whilst wiping, or they'd have to wait a minute or two before they were done. It was perfect, because it would be a lose-lose for whoever I'd be using it on. So when I was ready, I got in the bathroom, prepared the spray, and put my plan to action.
Oh no!
The poor guy inside the cubicle opened the door so quickly after I sprayed it, we had to run out and abandon the whole thing. I was actually lucky he didn't find me, because if he did, I'm not sure what he would have done to me. Like, if I was minding my business on the toilet and someone put fart spray on top of me, I would be so mad. But what you just saw doesn't even compare to the next one though, because this time I was going to make sure the person I used it on couldn't get away no matter what. But it wasn't that easy to make that happen, because 1, I needed to find an enclosed space inside the school, and 2, I needed to find a way to actually make someone go in it, because no one's going to willingly walk inside. But after a lot of thinking and asking around, I finally found the perfect plan. Basically, in my school, there were 2 sets of elevators, but no one would ever use them because the only way you'd be allowed in is if you weren't able to go up the stairs. And conveniently at the time, one of my close friends had one of those grey shoe things you'd wear if you had an injury. And because of that, he was able to get one of the keys for the elevators from one of the teachers. So knowing about the access I had, I told my friends about the plan. On one of our lunch breaks, we were going to ask him if we could use the lift with him, but as it was going up, I'd use the fart spray like 10 times just before we were able to get out, and then we'd lock him in there.
Right, fart spray, bro, fart spray. Victim.
Yo, open it.
Looking back at it now, I feel kind of bad because he literally had no choice but to smell it. You can even hear me at the end screaming to my friends to open the door. And before anyone starts typing in the comments that he could have got injured, the spray is non-toxic and he was completely fine after. Anyway, this prank worked out exactly how I planned it, but that would all be ruined a few hours later. Also, if you're already this far in the video, you might as well subscribe. This is my 3rd video on the channel and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. This is the part where it all went wrong though. Towards the end of the day when I was about to leave school with my friends, I heard my name get called in the hallway. At first I thought I just heard it wrong, but then it was called a second time.
Minnox? Could we have a chat?
At this point, I knew he suspected me, but he had no actual proof because every time I used the fart spray, there were no teachers around.
Take a seat. Listen to me very carefully. Do you, or do you not, have a fart spray in your possession? Okay. So you're telling me you know nothing at all about one of our students being gassed in an elevator filled with fart spray?
I mean, no, not really. I was stressing so much after he asked that, because I came into that room assuming I could get out of this easily, but somehow he knew about what happened in the elevator.
Perhaps. This might refresh your memory.
Victim.
Turns out there were cameras right outside the elevator, and someone had reported the noise we were making to the head teacher, which led him to finding out and suspending me from the school. Anyway, you'll probably like this video on the screen about different types of people before an exam, so go watch it.